heard about it. Only Ken Monyocho has heard about Vision 2030. All right. And I want you to be honest here. How many of you believe Vision 2030 will happen? You actually believe we'll achieve all those goals by 2030? Sorry? Beyond that. Okay, I'm really encouraged. How many of you don't believe? Why? Rosie, why?
It's not that I don't believe it, but I believe there will be progress.
Right.
However, I think some of the goals are far-fetched,
Yes.
or they've been ambitious, or we are not really on target, and nothing's been done to sort of readdress them. So I think we'll be further, but we'll not quite achieve what has been set for us to achieve.
I believe that they can be achieved, but they will not, because we are using the same people who have been rapacious without any extenuating circumstance around that. We are people who are always on the lookout to feel their own punches, and we cannot expect them to miss out an opportunity to divert funds that were meant for the public good, for the attainment of the Vision 2030, to their own private businesses and interests.
And all those comments are something to say. The comments are understandable. But suddenly I was challenged about my own belief in Vision 20 and whether I think it is possible. And more than that, what my role as an individual is in the achievement of Vision 2030 for this country. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I not only have a role, but Toastmasters has a role to develop the leaders who can bring Toast and Vision 2030 to pass. And it's in the area of just three things. The first thing is the time management. How many of you have attended useless meetings? I mean, meetings that just went on and regurgitated the very things that you said these things last week, you're saying them again this week, you remember them from last year. Have you attended meetings like that? Have any of those meetings been Toastmasters meetings? That is the number one thing that we need to export to our country in terms of holding meaningful meetings that start and end on time and achieve the purposes for which the meetings were set up. The second thing is creation of a positive atmosphere in gatherings. We've all heard about negative ethnicity. We've all been referred to. You Queens are like this. Haven't you heard those comments? Canvas are like this. Can't make a decision. Because the love of flag. Haven't you heard those comments? Indians are this. And because of that, we do not create positive atmospheres, and people never hear anything good about themselves, which is the second thing that Toastmasters needs to do. To create an environment in which people hear positive things said about them as individuals and as contributors to this society. But the third most important thing is this. Sharing with the world, and with Kenya in particular, the art of evaluation. And I've told Rosie this very many times. I believe Rosie is one of the best evaluators I have ever come across. And their evaluations are candid. They are clear, they are specific, they are helpful, and they give me hope. Even when she thinks I did not achieve any of the targets in that particular speech, Rosie has a way of bringing it out in such a way that it builds me up rather than tearing me down. And we need this. And I tell you for a fact, I defended my master's thesis a few weeks ago, and I saw a person humiliated in front of a panel, and she cried. And the worst part about it, the instructors thought it was funny. And she is on the verge, I don't know about her right now, but she's on the verge of giving up on her studies. A course that she has paid more than 400,000 shillings for. And this is something that we're going to have to share with Kenya and with the world. What does that mean? Toastmasters is more than 30 years old in Kenya. When we did a count among the PPPs, we had less than 30 CCs in this country. We have less than 8 people who have gone to the AC level. to our knowledge. We do not have a DTM. We do not have people in the AL. I think Rose is the most advanced among us. We need to really give her thanks for that. She's the ALS, and she's now going to her ACG. And she's the furthest advanced, which means this. And this is what my closing comment will be. We shall push each and every one of you to achieve your targets as fast as possible. The reason is not that we're diluting the standards. The reason is because we are playing catch-up. The world has gone far ahead of us. Everywhere where Toastmasters is more than 30 years old has distinguished Toastmasters who train, who do the very things we're pleading the US to send someone to come and do for us, please. And we have people who've been a member of this organization for more than 30 years. I will not give up on that, even when I become president. That is the thing for which I dedicate myself to, which means I know you've expressed that you do not really want to become an AC, and I understand, and I empathize with you. But the reality is, Michael, the AC is not for you. The AL is not for you. It is for this republic. Kenya needs those people. Kenya needs you to go and run proper meetings in Parliament, in State House. So that when we say a cabinet meeting starts at 7, it starts at 7 and ends at 8, and that's it. And Kenya learns by example. So when nobody is escaping, not if you're a member of this club. Be ready. Because Vision 2030, if we work, will be reality 2025. Mr. Toastmaster.
Many of our opinions say aye.
Aye.
I'm sure our evaluators are ready. I will be called Peter Machara to come and give us his evaluation for speech number 1.